Hey, this is JC. Welcome to Urban Knife Guy, where we explore the urban lifestyle and jungle survival. Today we're going to have a look at this Vosteed fixed blade. It's the Vosteed Mink. First, if you watch this channel regularly but have not subscribed, please do so to help the channel out. And if you'd like to support the channel even more, do check out my shop links in the pinned comment or description below. You can even join as a channel member. Thanks a lot. A shout out to Vosteed for sending me this knife. I believe this is one of their first few fixed blades. They make great folding knives. I've reviewed some in my previous videos as well. One of the favorites, of course, is the Vosteed Raccoon. You can check that out in the link in the card above or description below. But this is a fixed blade and I'm pretty excited about it. It's a kind of an EDC friendly size, so let's get with it. There you can see the Vosteed Mink, and this is the one with the black micarta handle, and it's got a modified sheepsfoot blade style, as you can see. Alright, let's open it up. It's just a simple box. Get a very cute raccoon sticker here, some product information, kind of a warranty card, 30-day full money back guarantee. Very nice. Some kind of a, not a silica gel pad, but similar. Microfiber cloth. And here we have the knife. Very nicely presented in this box over here. We've got a foam cutout and that sits in, so it doesn't really fall out so easily. And here we have the knife in the sheath. So it comes with a Kydex sheath, which you can actually tighten and adjust as needed over here. What you do is you loosen this and you slide it up or down as needed, depending on the kind of a tight fit that you like. So good quality Kydex sheath, looks like about 1.5 millimeters thick in terms of material, but definitely good enough for this size knife. And then you have got the spacing over here, 0.75 inches, 1.5, well this doesn't look 1.5 inches, so maybe the spacing is not as exact as I would like. Let me get this. Yeah, so the kind of standard should be center to center, should be 1.5 inches or 0.75 inches. This allows you then to put your various items on. So this one is 1.5 inches here. Over, yeah, it's not 1.5, so a bit of inconsistency. So why is that important? It really depends what you're putting on. So for example, this is a Techlock style kind of clip that goes over your belt. I like actually the kind of drop down clips like that, so it hangs low on the belt. If not, it hangs quite high. So this, you can see, standard 0.75 inch in terms of spacing, or it goes 1.5. So if we do it here, I believe, yeah, you could do 0.5 there and then the 1.5 here. Okay, so there is some kind of standardized over here, but this side here doesn't seem as standard, as you can see. All right, small point, but at least you can still switch in kind of your style of clip if you want, so that's good to know. All right, let's have a look at this. Here we have the knife. So it almost looks like a kitchen knife to me, right? This modified sheepsfoot, very slim, I would say, in terms of the feel. Good ergos. Got a finger choil over here, fairly straight handle, but that works out. I'd say very utilitarian in design and feel as I see it, which is good for your general EDC needs. And I can see this if you want a small camp knife, that would work pretty well. But let's talk about some specs first. So the blade length is just under 4 inches at 3.99 inches. The handle length is just over 4 inches, and the overall length is 8.02 inches. The blade width is 1.24 inches and the thickness is 3 millimeters. So not super thick. I won't call this a heavy duty knife, but urban EDC, lightweight camp knife, or for bushcraft, I think this could work. The blade steel is Nitro-V, which is nice, stainless steel. It's a full flat grind, and as mentioned, it's a modified sheepsfoot with a stonewash finish. So the hardness is about 60 to 62 HRC, so it's pretty hard. So very slim, as you can see. It is full tang, goes all the way. and you have here Torx T8 screws that holds everything together. So just great. And as mentioned, black micarta for the handles. And then you have two sets of jimping over here. I guess you could do this if you're doing some kind of a cut or feather sticks. At the same time, you're doing some kind of draw cut. You could put your finger here, pull that back. Notice how the middle finger comes into finger choil over here, so that gives you good control as well. So very lightweight. This is only about 3.62 ounces or 102 grams. So just nice. And if you're looking for a fixed blade EDC, I think this is non-threatening. You can keep this on your belt, on your backpack or something, depending how comfortable you are carrying a fixed blade. If not, out in the jungle or the forest or the woods, then this definitely can be on your belt. Or maybe I'll do some comparisons with some other knives. Earlier I showed this. This is the Morative Gabel, so quite a very popular kind of standard outdoor knife that most people would recognize. You can see obviously different blade shape and style, but it's more for the size reference. This is the BPS DBK Bushmate, right? These are the smaller knives, so just kind of comparison, because this is about a 4-inch blade. And finally, I have this knife over here. This is the Lion Steel M4, which is my current belt knife. Right, so you can see this is kind of the size that it fits. And if you're looking for a small knife, right, for fixed blades, generally they tend to be bigger, 4 to 6 inches as a standard. So this is on that smaller spectrum of 4 inches. What I like about it, it is very slim and very lightweight, non-threatening. I personally see this not so much as a wood crafting knife, but I can see this as an excellent food prep knife, a camp knife, and a general knife, due to the grind, due to the thickness of the blade and the overall shape and ergos. In fact, I was thinking to myself, this would actually fit well in the kitchen as a fruit knife. Very decent blade steel in terms of stainless steel, that Nitro-V. So overall, pretty good. If you're looking for a non-intimidating, lightweight fixed blade, I think you can't go wrong with this. There are many different choices in terms of the blade style, as well as the handle material, so you can pick your favorite there. I personally do like Micarta as a handle. This also has this nice ridging, and it's a bit rough, so you do feel that you have a good grip. Now, small to medium hands, and this to me just fits my hands. If you have super huge hands, I foresee your little finger is going to wrap around here, but should not be a problem as well. Again, to me, this is not a heavy duty wood processing knife, but if you are looking for outdoor knife, food prep, I think this is actually ideal. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think this knife is good for? A good urban EDC fixed blade, or as I mentioned, some kind of food prep general purpose camp knife? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you'd like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.